in this game that just revives someone. That's so lame.
All those deaths I failed to prevent. Feel pretty awful right about now. Can't help thinking I could have done more. Now Toussaint's left without a ruler, or more accurately, chaos rules here. Hand in hand with despair. Duchess won over people's hearts. All Beauclair now weeps for her.
A mass outburst of emotion. Well, it seems her subjects have adopted some of their recent ruler's traits.
Why the sarcasm? Thought you liked Donna Henrietta.
I did. And I do truly rue her passing.
Me too.
Then let us drink.
Alright, Chad, I can catch up now. Yep, it was all good except the one ending, but my second one was perfect. Gonna save Bay. Night Nebula says, so wait a second, so the game basically fooled us. Because it made it seem the real danger to the Duchess was Dettlaff and the vampires. But the other option was getting rid of Sienna, the real danger. Twisty Witcher, not cool. Yeah, we got duped. Or at least I did. I got duped. Remington says, seems so. I kind of like this ending, though. It is a real sad ending. Save the city at her cost. Exactly, that's what we did. Remington says, I like tragic endings. Well, bittersweet. That Nebula says, if we were going to take Sienna to Dettlaff, the city would have been more destroyed and more folks died. I would have been willing to do that if it meant Henrietta was going to live. I wanted a romance so bad. Again, I screw the romances yet again. I did it twice in the Wild Hunt. In Hearts of Stone, I had that romance, but the game denied me of it. We made the wrong choice in Blood and Wine. I'm just a man that can't love. That's just how this works. Yeah. They preferred complex solutions.
Always seemed to me you were a very complicated creature by nature. Not one to resort to such simple methods like drinking your worries away.
There exist worries for which they're quite simply, it's no other medicine.
Your Witcher forever alone. He is. Screw the people. I need some loving. Pretty much. Night Nebula says, Yen is my babe, plus I romanced all the women that didn't matter to Yen. Just Triss was a no-no. Well. Yana was unbending.
Whatever you say about Sienna, you gotta admit, she was unbending.
That she was. I do admit it. Though, in her case, it would have been better if she had been a tad more, philosophical, pausing from time to time to reflect on the propriety of her actions.
True.
How do you find my personal brew? Not too strong?
Just right.
Credit the local mandrake of the Alrauna diavolis variety for that. The tubers which grow in this area's volcanic soil have an altogether unique flavor profile and display a remarkably uncommon dark brown tint.
Fascinating. All I can say is this batch turned out excellent.
Indeed. It might be wise to stockpile some roots for the future. Would you care to accompany me?
Right now in the dark? We need to take that dumb mask off. Mask of pain. Geralt wears that mask to hide his pain. I'll go with you, dude, but I might get a question. Or should I question? Let's question.
You decide to go root picking now? It's dark out.
Geralt, even were I generously to assume it had simply slipped your mind that I am a vampire and thus need no light to see, I'd never believe you had also forgotten that you likewise have absolutely no trouble seeing in the dark. So, shall we?
Let's go, man.
If you think it's a good idea, let's go. But I think you might be forgetting one thing. Fresh mandrake root of this variety is highly toxic, even to a witcher.
Ah, not a problem. I never forget matters of safety and hygiene in alchemy. Here, gloves and a mask. Don them, and you shall be in no danger.
Thanks. Right then, let's go.
Plot
This
twist.
moonlight makes me oh so dreamy.
Penny for your thoughts. Let me guess. Succubus twins?
No, I was thinking about, how anything can look interesting when properly lit.
Even an old necrophage corpse?
You've not an ounce of refinement in you, have you?
Plot twist. My romance option was Regis. I mean, I hope not. We're just bros. Just behind it there is dripping mascara from his tears about Anna. Yep. Let's change this crap. Get it off me. Get it off. This dumb mask off. Where's the other mask at? Quest items? We actually have to wear these gloves. And then we've got to put the mask on. Bros before hoes. Bros that cuddle underneath the moonlight with a roasting fire in front. Yeah, I'm glad Regis lived. I have a feeling that... Again, I didn't really look all this stuff up in detail. I was basically just looking like the major points. But I feel like with the Henrietta or the Sienna option, I bet he probably would have died somehow. I don't know. I'm legitimately sad. Like this, I cried no tears. This is true, but I feel empty inside. God damn it, game. Am I just gonna look in this area then? Alright. I'll loot this corpse here. Oh my god. Alright, here's one. Break. Remington says, Googling Witcher Regis fanfic. Oh god, no. What if we're gathering stuff to bring her back?
Now, where'd that bloodsucker go? Won't be easy to track down.
Oh god.
He's a vampire after all.
No. We're gonna
Regis.
find Regis just nude. No.
Damn it, where'd you go?
No, bro.
Regis! You raise your hand against the vampire! You shall die for that! I did what I had to do!
Holy. I can't see. I don't know what's going on.
Those Bruxay, they called you a traitor.
Alas, we've a very simple code of honor, we vampires. So simple you might call it trivial. Either one is with us, unconditionally, regardless of the circumstances, or
Won't let it go, will they?
they will not. Fortunately, we've another rule, an unwritten one, and just as trivial as the first. It is neatly summarized in the saying, out of sight, out of mind. That is why I must leave Toussaint. For a vastly long time, most like.
Yeah, I get it.
Let us make for my camp. I've an overwhelming desire to have another drink.
Dude, all my people are leaving me.
Supreme bouquet. Firm, defined beginning.
Oh
Then
god, I'm
develops
dropping
gently,
frames.
rising to a startling finish. Don't you think?
Sorry.
Not much of a connoisseur.
Then it is high time you started your education. After all, the Corvo Bianco vineyard is now yours. By the way, I left a gift for you at your new home. On the nightstand.
Thanks. Mind telling me what it is?
A trifle. That will nonetheless be useful should you need mutagens. Incidentally, have you thought about what you'll do with your prize? Shall you hang your swords over the mantle and take to pruning vines?
Yeah, it looks like we're fine now, which is good. We're at 2504 right now. Huh. Think I'll settle down there for good? I don't know. I don't know if I want to stay here with the memory of everything that happened. We'll just say don't know yet. No. We'll just say no. I was made to kill monsters. Yeah, I don't think I want to settle down here.
No, just not the life for me. Sure, might stop by there occasionally, stay the winter, fill up on wine. But I'd rather keep moving. It's not a choice being a witcher. And once you are one, you're one for life. You can't just step off the path. Besides, plenty of work left for me in the world. Ghouls aren't gonna kill themselves.
Rather droll, isn't it, that each time we meet, something harrowing must happen?
It's life, man.
I can remember a night, not too far from here if I'm not mistaken. We hid in a cave while a blizzard raged all about. Does that sound at all familiar?
Oh no, the fanfic is
could it
coming
not?
true.
We just set off to rescue Ciri from Vilgefortz.
Our encounter with Vilgefortz. That is something I do not remember so fondly. But that first stay in Beauclair, far calmer than this one.
Seemed like a land straight out of a fairy tale back then. Its sole problem, cellars too small to accommodate all that wine.
Appearances, Geralt. Appearances, like Mamoons and Dopplers, deceive. So what did become of Vilgefortz?
Killed him. Sure wasn't easy, though.
Where'll you go, man?
What about you? Any idea where you'll go?
Distance is of the essence. I thought I might venture south.
Nilfgaard?
Why ever not? The Nilfgaardians are a modern society. None there believe in vampires anymore. This fact alone could be very useful to one wishing to remain incognito.
Interesting point of view.
Very. Oh my god, I'm dropping more frames again. I'm sorry, y'all. Okay. I'm gonna wait here for about another 15-20 seconds just to make sure we don't start acting up again. Okay. Alright. Guess we're gonna sit a while longer.
I so don't feel like going anywhere. Sit here a while longer?
So we shall, my friend. We have witnessed, and in fact on several occasions incited, many great and weighty events. After all that toil, I believe we deserve a bit of a rest.
That we do.
And drop more frame. Yay. Please don't go down yet, stream. Don't do it. The internet doesn't like the way this game ended. Alright, looks like it's fixed for right now. Sorry about the drop frames here towards the end. I apologize for that. And here it comes back again. Okay, well, you know what? I don't know. Oh, man. I don't think I can sit through 20 minutes of credits. So we'll probably skip this. But before we do that, I guess we can talk a little bit about the expansions and all that stuff, I guess. Just kind of tell my thoughts, let it all out, I guess, for a little bit. So, we started playing this on December 19th. We started with the Hearts of Stone expansion, which was the first one they released. It was about 20 hours at the most. We did not get a new area like Toussaint here. It all took place in Novigrad, which is in the base game. So we did that. That lasted about maybe 10 days or so. And that was a pretty good story. I liked it. That one had a better ending than this one. But of course, I mean, it was pretty obvious the choices you had to make in that expansion there. But yeah, and then Blood and Wine here was the second and final expansion, which was basically a brand new Witcher game. Let's be real. If when this was out, when they released this, it was $20 or $25 or something. They could have priced this at $60 and I still would have paid for it. That's how good this was. We spent like probably close to 70 hours in this. That's insane. Absolutely insane. But I enjoyed every minute of it. Now, when we started, there wasn't a lot of viewership for this, for these expansions. Like, it was the same when we did Blood and Wine, or Witcher 3 Wild Hunt a year and a half ago on the channel. I streamed that for 2 months straight, 150 hours in the game. Viewership was pretty low. But this one, I really am glad that you guys joined me towards the end of this, because I'm glad we got to experience this all together. And all my reactions to this were genuine. Didn't see a lot of the stuff coming. And that's what makes a game great, is you never see it coming. But even though we got the worst possible ending for this, it was still a fun ride. But I am legitimately sad still. Yeah. I am. So this was a single piece of DLC. Yeah, I would say that DLC doesn't really do it justice. DLC to me is not this. This is, I think expansion is the right word for it, because of how massive and how much content is in it. You know, DLC nowadays, a lot of it kind of is like content that was cut from the game that they have you pay later, or DLC could be like, hey, it's a new costume for your character. Like, that's not DLC. This is how all DLC should be. This massive. This good. But yeah. You paid $10 for this? Nice. I paid about 20 something bucks for both Hearts of Stone and Blood and Wine, but I didn't pay it out of my pocket. I sold a Dota 2 item on Steam, on the Steam Marketplace. Got like 25 bucks for it and used that to buy this. So I technically didn't pay out of my pocket for this, but it was worth it. All right, well, I think we sat through this long enough. Let's skip these things here.
Actually, I'd love to go home.
I said cutscene, and I meant credits. Well, there's one more quest. Guys, are you ready to do this together? One last time? Now, I know I said that after this I was gonna probably go and check this stuff out and see what Gwent cards we missed from our Wild Hunt playthrough, because I didn't collect all the cards back then. And then we still have this for Hearts of Stone, which is just some treasure hunt that we got during Blood and Wine. It was actually something that had to be dismantled, so I didn't get that. And then the only failed quest was because I killed Kira on accident and never reloaded. So yeah, let's do it. Let's do it, friends. It was on sale. Hearts of Stone was 15, still waiting to go down. Yeah. That one is there is some points of interest in there. There's probably like 20, I think, or something. But most of it is very main story focused, and it is a really good story. So when you play it, let me know what you think of it. But comparing the ending to this ending here, man, our Hearts of Stone ending was better than this one. But of course, with this one, we've got the worst possible ending. But
Miserable.
it's canon.
I'm hungry.
It is canon for me. Can't change it. We could go the other way and check that out, but I don't know. I don't know if I'll do that on stream or not.
Have I done absolutely?
I think I've pretty much had my fill with of Witcher 3 for now. All right, so what's at home? Any guesses to what Regis left for us? Peacock.
A wish and a wreck, and that was all she wrote for the beast.
All right. Like how it says "go home" as the
Master Witcher, some unknown individual barged into the residence. I resisted as best I could, but to no avail.
Who is it?
Alas, they did not do me the basic courtesy of introducing themselves.
Dandelion. Dandelion, what up, bro? Please. Oh, he said it was for mutagens. Oh, okay.
You look good.
Siri!
Calm. Don't just stand there. I want a hug.
What's up, girl?
thought I'd never see you again.
Well, I've departed, escaped, been forced to flee so many times. Yet, I always returned. You ought to be used to it by now. I like coming back into your life.
I'm just glad you're here.
The house is lovely. It just needs some work.
Yeah, plan to do a lot. Want to go outside, maybe? Could show you the grounds.
Wow, this is nice. So for those that are unaware, Ciri is basically Geralt's daughter. Pretty much. It's like a daughter
it's
to
lovely
him.
here. I could stay forever.
Ciri, my baby girl. Guys, we just lost to Anna. Control yourselves. So stay. Let's say that, yeah.
Anything stopping you?
Obligations, duties. I'm only here because Emir concluded I must get to know what I'll rule once I take the throne. So I'm on a tour of the provinces with a small swarm of advisors. Which essentially means they take turns lecturing me while I follow them about, scribbling notes.
Plan to stay in Beauclair a while?
A bit. I convinced my advisors we'd be unwise to depart before I tasted each of this year's wines. My knowledge would be incomplete, you see. Though, actually, just between you and me, I'm not certain I'm cut out to rule, govern, all that.
Thinking you might give it up?
I can't say just yet, but I'm not willing to rule it out.
Oh wow, 2 questions and then we're like done? Are you kidding me? He adopted her? Yeah. Yeah, she's a big part in the Wild Hunt storyline. So when you get a chance to play it, Remingtons, you'll know what I mean. But yeah. He definitely, Witchers cannot have children, that's a fact for sure. But I'll just leave it at that. I'll just leave it at that. Anyways, where's the Emperor? What's he doing?
How fares your venerable father?
He seems younger, quite rejuvenated. Abandoning high-level politics seems to have done it. It's as if the very awareness of peace grants him strength, which most likely is the case.
Think he'll keep his word?
I think that depends on me. If he feels I'm up to the task, he'll head out to pasture. Yes.
And if he doesn't?
Then there'll be nothing to stop him from returning. He hasn't ever had a problem changing his mind.
When's the coronation?
Preparations for the coronation coming along?
Not at all. I told him I'm in no hurry. I must see what the whole thing's about first. Acquaint myself with the Empire's institutions, laws, and so forth.
No pressure from Emir to speed things along?
He tried. But I told him I wish to be a good ruler, a strong ruler, not some puppet.
No one else in the world he'd give in to like that.
I had nothing to do with that. There's just no one else in the world who's his daughter. Speaking of which, as the future Empress, I could secure you a comfortable position as court witcher.
Thanks, but just not my thing, that. My place is on the path.
I know. Still, had to try.
Guess that's it then. Oh, those are the characters from The Last of Us? I gotta play that. That's gonna be one of the first games I play whenever I decide to get a capture card and play through that. I've never played Last of Us before. I know, shame, shame, shame. We'll get it done eventually. Can't wait for that. Alright, well. Guess we'll see you around, Siri.
See you later, Siri.
Take care of yourself.
Oh.
Geralt? 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 Geralt?
Well, we've got these two remaining. I kind of want to see how, like, what is up with these two right here. Like, definitely this is going to be a grab and go. And then, if I remember correctly, there is a book that we can buy that will tell us where to get the remaining cards and how many we're missing. So I kind of want to check that out before we end. Before we end for today, what do you guys think? Just a little bit more Witcher? It was great to see Ciri again, though. That definitely makes me feel a lot better. I'm kind of curious who else would have showed up, though. Maybe the lover from Witcher 3?
She's small, but do you, sir?
Like maybe Triss would have showed up had I not messed that up, or Yennefer if I didn't deny her. Like, oh, even making that choice with Yennefer, that was like hard for me to watch because it was like so. Like, it made me feel like I did a bad thing. Not late enough for you? Has it been 4 hours? It actually, it's almost 4 hours. It's 4:35 here. I'm gonna keep on going here. I just want to see this, but
For all that work, a crook in your back once you're on in years.
for those that are watching this on YouTube
A crook in your back
at a later
once
date,
you're
thank you
on
guys
in
for
years.
watching. This will conclude our Witcher 3 Blood and Wine 100% playthrough. Did everything here. It was awesome. I had a lot of fun. But this is where this ends. We're gonna continue playing though on Twitch here. But for the playlist purposes, this is where the story of Blood and Wine ends. It was overall, it was a fantastic expansion. Tons of content. I highly recommend this. Make better choices than I did if you play this, for sure. If you want to see what we're going to do afterwards, that's going to be in, I think, separate videos. What I'll probably do is I'll put the Witcher 3 Wild Hunt Gwent stuff in that section. Hearts of Stone will be this treasure hunt, which will probably be like 5 minutes. And we'll make all those separate videos. But Blood and Wine is done.